Well, anti-war activists rallied outside a hotel hosting the annual White House Correspondents' Dinner attended by President Biden. More than 100 people waved Palestinian flags, some shouting, "Shame on you," to arriving guests. Inside, a celebration of freedom of the press and a chance to poke fun at politics. Comedian Colin Jost joked about the president and the legal woes of his expected Republican rival.
Can we just acknowledge how refreshing it is to see a president of the United States at an event that doesn't begin with a bailiff saying "all rise"?
The president also spoke, landing a few punchlines of his own.
I'm a grown man running against a 6-year-old.
CBS's Skyler Henry was there. Skyler, it wasn't all laughs, though, in what will be a critical election year.
Yeah, that's right, Jerika. A bit of a balancing act, if you will. Still, though, it was a night filled with journalists, stars, and top political officials. President Biden poked fun at himself during his speech, but he also took verbal aim against his presumed opponent this November in what's expected to be a very close race.
Well, Donald has had a few tough days lately. You might call it stormy weather.
Amidst the jokes and jabs at the annual White House Correspondents' Dinner, President Biden detailed his perspective on the stakes for the upcoming election.
8 years ago, you could have written off it as just Trump talk, but no longer, not after January 6th.
Former President Trump responded on his Truth Social platform, voicing his displeasure about the event and calling Biden, quote, an absolute disaster. With a little more than 6 months to go before the election, new CBS News polling out today shows a very tight race in 3 battleground states we surveyed: Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan, states that helped Biden win in 2020. But registered voters say the impacts of inflation are looming large in their minds and add they aren't seeing an improvement in a post-pandemic economy in their respective states, sparking a downward trend for the president and an advantage for Trump as Biden trails in the polls with voters when asked whether which candidate, quote, understands the needs and concerns of people like you, an edge he once held in the summer of 2020 when voters were asked the same question. And former President Trump is looking to pick up on that momentum in those battleground states. Because his New York hush money trial breaks on Wednesdays, he'll rally in both Wisconsin and Michigan before being back inside the courtroom on Thursday. Jerika.
All right, Skyler Henry, thank you.